Not just sometimes, but all the time. The Lord is good. As always, we solicit your prayers that you pray with us and pray for us. That the Lord will use us for His honor and for His glory.
Amen.
Paul says in Romans 8:28, he says, for all things work together for good.
Amen.
Those who love God.
Amen.
And to those who are called according to His purpose.
Amen.
God's plan can't be stopped. The devil has fooled some folks to think that they can stop God's plan. But they are wrong.
Yes, they are.
If you look at history, history will bear witness that the devil has always tried to stop the plan of God. The devil has always been able to impede progress, put stumbling blocks in the way, but never stop. We got a man in the White House who think he is God. He ain't the first one, and he won't be the last. And they have never been successful before, never will again. If you are a history buff and you look back a while, the history of us black folks have a dark history in America. I know sometimes we don't like to remember, but every now and then you need to take your mind and reminisce over some of the things that was done to our forefathers and didn't stop them. There was a time when we were classified as 2/3 of a people or 2/4 or whatever, full of human beings. So somebody from that kind of background could have never been elected president of these United States, but it happened. And so we have to understand that who God bless, nobody can curse. And so even those stumbling blocks might be in your way, if you trust God somehow, some way, you are going to make it. From a personal perspective, all of us have been derailed by some things. We've gone through delays, and we've gone through trials, troubles that would set us back. But God has a way of putting something on the inside that lets you know that you are going to make it. The best plans that you might have made, the best plan that you might have, if you're not careful, the devil will have you all messed up. And see, the problem with that is that when we allow the devil to mess with our faith, you see, because God has told us that without it's impossible to please him. For he that come to God must first believe that he is, and that he is a rewarder of them that diligently seek him. God's plan for your life can't be stopped now. Your plan might be stopped, but God's plan for your life cannot be stopped. Look back over your life and see what God had planned for your life. And look at how many times you were set back. Look at how many stumbling blocks were placed in your way. But listen, when God is for you, he's more than the world against you. And so you have to be true to your calling. Listen, what has God called you to? See, when God called you to it, it's God's plan. When you call yourself to it, it's your plan. But listen, when God calls you to something, God's plan will never, ever fail. And so you have to look back over your life. You see, because everybody must have personal examination. See, when you examine you, when you know God for yourself, then you know the path that you're on, he put you on it. Now listen, was not my plan to be no preacher. Might have been your plan to be no deacon or whatever you are. But when God called you, I don't care how much hell you got to go through. But the good part about it is that when God calls you, he'll give you something on the inside. He'll give you peace that surpasses understanding. And every time, sometimes you think you feel God, no. He's just testing you. You see, because when God put a calling on your life, rest assured that you got to be tested. Rest assured that you got to be tried. And so when God is in the mix, I don't care what the devil says. He might put a halt to it, but he'll never be able to stop. Now, we are looking at a lot of situations that's going on. And so Trump thinks that he is God himself. But he don't realize that God will let you run for... He'll let everybody run for a long time. But when God put a stop to it, the only thing that you can do is wave your hand to surrender. Because look at here, God is too powerful. God is too big to let a man stop his program. And so when God said it, guess what? It shall come to pass. Now when you look back at history here, every problem that we had, the people of God had, came because of disobedience. God tell you to G and you holler. God tell you to go right and you go left. And so God gets sick of us sometimes because of our hard-headedness. Now, when we look back at our history, we got a glorious history. Because well, maybe we don't know that the first people. We don't know that we are the first civilization, the first great civilization. And so when man began to fall, when man began to get selfish, when man began to do everything his way, like your president, we used to listen. We come from that kind of history. And so God allowed his people to suffer, to go into captivity and be slaves. It ain't started with us. It started way back because of disobedience. But here's how God works. God always tells us this right here. If you get yourself together, if you repent and do things my way, what he said, I'll bless your socks off if you just listen to me. Now, one thing about God, when we have repentance, we got to go down on our knees and have a talk with God and tell God that I repent And God checks and see whether you have repented or not, whether you have changed. And so when God saw that they had changed, God already told Isaiah, said, let me get my glasses here. Look at what Isaiah says here. He says, the Lord of hosts has sworn.
Yes. Sing.
When he says sworn, that means he can't change.
Right.
Whatever God says, he ain't going to change it. Now, when God swear, and God ain't got to swear, because God's word is always true. But God says in Isaiah, he put it that way, so I guess it could be understood, because that's not the original language there. You do know that. But Isaiah said, the Lord of hosts has sworn. Surely I have thought in his mind, it shall come to pass. And guess what he said? And I have purposed it. Lord, now you got to understand that purpose there. Because when God got purpose in it, you can run and not be weary. You can walk and faint not. When God got purpose in it, guess what? There is no failure in God. And so one thing I like, when God tell it to you, you got to let it go down. I ain't talking about play now. See, we got a lot of folks who play religion. I'm talking about when you get the word from God and it goes deep down on the inside, it gives you purpose. And when God put purpose down in you, he puts confidence. And when you got confidence, you know. I say, you know, look at here. I don't care how much hell might come. I don't care how much trials might come. You might shake me sometimes. You might rattle me sometimes. But what I've come to learn, that if I just keep my hands in God's hand, he never told me that I wouldn't fail, but he said he won't fail. And so if God be for you, he cannot fail. And so he was trying to tell his folk, look at here. Now. God said, look at here. You got to wait. See, sometimes we're in a hurry. We're in a hurry for God to change situations. We're in a hurry for God to change circumstances. But the Bible says, they that wait on the Lord shall renew their strength. They shall mount up with wings as eagles. They shall run and not be weary. They shall walk and faint not. So God got to put a confidence, a hold down in your spirit. See, because when the hold is down in your spirit, then you don't get weary, you don't get worn. You see, look at here, there ain't a whole lot of folks know how to shout when trouble is all around. There ain't a whole lot of folks who know how to shout when hell is in your house. There's a whole lot of folks who don't know how to shout when you're on a bed of affliction, when it seems like the bottom has fallen out of your life. You lose your praise. No, that's the time to praise him. That's the time to really praise him. You praise him because you know he's going to bring you out. You don't know when he's going to bring you out, but you know he's going to bring you out. Why? Because you got his word. And see, when he gives you his word, he gives you that purpose. He's saying to you, he's telling you and you that if you wait on me, I'll make a way out of no way. There ain't got to be no way. See, there don't have to be no way for God. God makes ways out of. Well, listen, I'm glad that God's timing is not like mine. You see, because the truth of the matter is, all of us get impatient. We want it. We want it when we want it. And so it's God's timing. And the good part about it is that God's timing is always right. Soon you think that you feel he comes to your rescue. Well, nobody knows. But look at here. What about the bill? What about it? And you know you wasn't going to make it. But listen, God was right there on time. See, it And when you trust God, now you got to trust God. See, because listen, you got to have real confidence in God to know. Not to think, but to know that he'll come through. And so the old, which is history, comes to the present. And Paul says, are you with me? He said, all things. Paul ain't talking to everybody. Paul said, all things work together for those that love God. See, we want all things to work for us, but we don't love God. See, God got some stringent requirements. You see, he got stringent, deep, strong requirements. See, you can't fool God, neither can you hurry God. But when God knows that it's in the heart, see, when it's in the heart, it shows up on the outside. When it's on the inside, it shows up on the outside. And so God promised his people. He said, look at him, I already promised it. Now, when God proposed it and promised it, that don't mean that it happened right then and there. It took years before it happened. See, because God had to make sure that you mean just what you say. See, look at here. So many folks tell God all kind of things when the hellhounds are on their trail. When things are rough, Lord, if you just bless me right now, if you help me pay this one bill here, I'll never do it again. If you help me get well, I'll change my ways. I'll change. And God already know that you ain't planning to change nothing. But you ain't fooled God. And so when God knows that, guess what? See, here's how God works. When God knows that you've changed by your heart, do you understand me? God has a way. I'm by myself now. God has a way. And if you don't know what I'm talking about, you can't feel me. But the only way you can feel me, you got to understand when God start having his way. When God start having his way, he puts fire. Oh yeah, he puts fire down in your spirit. And look at here, when folks think you ought to be sad, you're glad. When folks think you ought to be burdened down, you got joy. Why? Because you can look the devil in the face, because you know that God ain't failed. You can look the devil in the face and tell the devil, this is joy. You hear me? This joy that I have, the world didn't give me this here, baby, and the world sure can't take it. And so when you think I ought to be depressed, when you think I ought to be despondent, when you think I ought to be sad, I can reach down in my spiritual belly and praise the Lord. Look at here. Can you praise the Lord when you're going through hell? Can you praise the Lord when the bottom falls out of life? Can you praise the Lord when you're busted and disgusted? Can you praise the Lord when you lost your mother? Can you praise the Lord when you lost your friend? Can you praise the Lord when you don't have nothing? Can you praise him? Why you can praise him? Because he got to put a praise down in your spirit. And when God put a praise down in your spirit, trust. Proverbs 3:5 and 6. Trust the Lord with all and heart, and lean not to your own understanding. In all thy ways acknowledge him, and he will direct your path. I'm of no illusion that the folks who are going through this shutdown, a lot of them are really suffering. And some of them, people you know, are friends. But listen, there's always a purpose in what God allows. Amen. You can believe that. There's a purpose in what God allows. See, do you know God allowed the devil to afflict Job? Trump got to get permission. You think Trump in charge, but he's not. You think it, but he's not.
Amen.
Then, if he was in charge, he could live forever.
All right.
Sickness will find him.
Yes.
Death will find him. Oh yeah. There ain't no president ever live forever. There ain't no devil ever live forever.
All right.
For a season. Now, the selfishness of man allows man to think he's in charge. Never. See, God can change it anytime he wants to.
Amen. Amen.
And we get discouraged. Well, I wonder why the Lord allowed this to happen. It was on purpose.
Amen.
Some of you would never have changed if the Lord had allowed catastrophes to come in your life.
Amen.
Never would have changed.
That's right. Amen.
Some folks change when problems, troubles come.
That's right.
And some folks don't. Some people become bitter, full with resentment. But you can't get bitter with God. Your resentment to God is nothing.
All right.
Because God knows that what's happening is for your own good.
Amen. Thank you, Lord. Yes.
And so
Thank you.
we must understand that everything happens for a reason. The Bible says, don't grow weary in well-doing, for you shall reap if you faint not. And listen, folks are fainting.
Yes.
Everybody is not latching on to God when things are rough. It's easy to call on God when you're sick and about to die, or you're in bad situation. But are you real? See, if God got a plan for your life, well, it's up to you whether you conform to his plan. See, God ain't don't have to conform to you. You have to conform to God's plan. So when we look at it from the biblical perspective, God formulates a plan for all of our lives. Now, you can walk according to his plan, or you can walk according to your plan. But your plan will always fail.
All right. Amen.
You might be successful in this world,
All right.
but your plan that God has for you will fail. You won't fail God, it'll fail you. Now, when we start gravitating toward the plan of God, take this to the bank. You will see an upward mobility in your spiritual life.
Yes.
Ain't no if and I reckon about it. See, you start seeing things the way God sees them.
Amen.
It's easy to want to see things the way you see them. It's easy to get a certain mindset. You see, but it always fails. Always fails. Believe you me. And so when we accept God's plan for our life, don't let nobody fool you. You have some setbacks. That you won't have some struggles. That there won't be some stumbles here and there.
Amen.
But God already knows that. He knows that. If you tell me you ain't never failed God, you'll be telling me a tale.
All right.
All of us done failed God.
Amen. That's right.
You know. But when we fail God, we get right back up.
Thank you, Lord.
Repent.
Yes.
Get back on the track. Because there's no joy off track, folks. Believe me, there's no joy off the track. You're just running with no purpose, no aim. But when you're walking into His statutes, you're walking in His Spirit, God gives you the power to endure hardships like a good soldier.
Amen.
So if anybody expect this life to be an easy journey, you missed the boat. Struggles are good for you because they help you grow. And when you grow, you see things from a different perspective. You know, I couldn't take this if I didn't know. If I didn't go through it. You see, I told you last week, I had to go through some things with God.
Amen.
You know,
Amen.
because me and God didn't see things the same way. I mean, you know, not just me. You know, you don't always see things the way God sees.
Amen.
So God got to set you down for a minute and tell you, here's the way it is.
Amen.
You know, it ain't you, it's me. And so we have to grow up to God. God will have to grow down to us and we grow up to God.
Amen.
So that we can see things from God's perspective.
Amen.
Lord have mercy. Patience was a struggle for me. Maybe not y'all, but me. Trying to be patient like God ordained us to be. And if you're not careful, your impatience will cause you to be selfish.
Amen.
You know? But when you get to the point where you can wait on God, see, because God's plan is long range.
Amen.
Can you imagine if God got impatient with you and me? You think about it. You can't even imagine that. God getting impatient with you, but you get impatient with God. Lord, when you coming, how much longer? Don't say that, it's your mindset. God doesn't get patient with us. He got long-range plans for all of our lives. You know, and it's just a matter of time. He don't ordain all of us to come to God at the same time. You know, we look at folks and we wonder why they staying there so long, you know. It ain't your business. Listen, whenever you got saved, ain't got nothing to do with somebody else when they get saved. Ain't your time. Folks, you know, things we say, I don't know why they ain't changed. All these shit ain't changed. That's a good question. Have you changed? Some of the people that we think will never change might get you in.
Amen. 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 God, look at the heart.
Yeah. You know, I'm just talking, but it's a deep thing that you'll never be able to understand. Why God operates the way He does. Because He God. You see. We dislike people because they don't conform to us. You know. And He still got mercy on you.
Amen.
And me.
Thank you.
That's how He works.
Thank you. Thank you, Lord.
You know. It sounds off, but it's true. Because see, with us, we always find things in other folks
Yes.
that turns us off.
Examine yourself.
You always find things in other folks. I just don't like that about
Yes.
them.
Come on, Lord.
A lot of things God don't like about you. But He tolerates you, don't He?
Yes, Lord. Yes.
Your rotten self.
Yes.
That don't mean you haven't said me. All of us rotten. See, I look at something and say rotten self and you get offended. All of us rotten. Because we got sin in us. Ain't nothing of your fault that's sin free. Ain't nobody in here sin free. You got some sin now. So you can look at somebody else all you want, but you got sin too. You got to suffer the way you got in you. The molding us every day. And the plan He had for He got to mold us, make us, so that we can conform to Him.
Amen.
And listen, when God get to working on you, He ain't gonna stop. Folks might give up on you, but God ain't gonna stop. What God sees in you, what God sees in us, folks can't see it.
Amen.
They just can't see it, folks. They can't see it. I was talking to a fellow the other day, and I'm through. He said, man, some of you folks who got called to ministry, man, I don't see how the Lord called y'all. Some of y'all say that about me. Great Daddy, how the Lord called. As if God don't know what He doing. Listen, you understand everything here. He ain't called nobody because they was good. That's the misunderstanding right there. No, wasn't good. Tall. Like the old folks said, tall. Nobody was. But what God saw, you didn't see.
My future.
You couldn't see it. I'm gonna start. All right.